Hey guys, it's Neil again from PolyTac's Armory, and today I want to bring you guys a video review on what I feel might be the best all-purpose flashlight on the market, at least for around $50. And that's what's so cool about this light, is it is so cheap and it just packs a ton of features into it. So when I say all-purpose, I really mean it, because I feel this flashlight can basically handle any task you would probably need a flashlight for. You could mount it onto a weapon, so it's rated for weapon use. You could use it in a EDC role. You could use it in an emergency role with a strobe. Just about any task you would need a flashlight for, this thing is going to work perfectly. And again, the price on these is simply unbeatable. I have these for sale on my website right now. This particular model, which is the USB rechargeable version, for $55.99, and I have an $8 off coupon code, so you should be seeing that pop up right now. So if you want to buy one of these, head over to my website. I've got them in stock. They come in both black and coyote brown. But what we'll do here first is let's go ahead and slide this over here, and we will go ahead and have these specs pop up here on the left-hand side of the screen. So starting off, the flashlight overall length from top to bottom, you're looking at 5.4 inches, so not too big. It's a good size for everyday carry. The tube diameter here is 1 inch, so that's a good choice because that's probably the most common size, particularly for mounts, you know, if you're going to mount this on a rifle or a shotgun. The lumen output on this is a new model for 2018, and Streamlight upped the lumens to 600 lumens on high, so very impressive lumen output. And we'll show video outdoors and in my shop of the light in action, so stay tuned for that. The battery on this particular model, you're looking at an 18650 that comes included in the box, and it's rechargeable, and that's this particular model. But it can also take the CR123 battery, so it would take 2 of those if you wanted to. So it's dual battery capable, which is nice. And you can also purchase this light with the CR123s for a little cheaper, and I have those on my website as well. Runtime on high is also very impressive. So at that 600 lumen output, you're going to get 3 hours and 30 minutes. So I feel that is really nice. There's not too many lights in this size category that can give you that much light output and that much runtime. So very, very good job on that. Beam distance, they listed at 205 meters, which is quite a distance. To me, I don't know if it can actually go quite that far, but I do believe it can shoot out well past 100 meters. And you should be seeing, you should see that later in the video when I show the actual footage from outside. The waterproof rating on this is also really nice. You're looking at an IPX7 rating, so it's practically waterproof. Warranty is also good. All your Streamlight products have great warranties, so you're looking at a limited lifetime warranty. And again, the price, which is really nice, $56 for this before coupon code. So again, if you want one of these, head over to my website. I've got them for sale, and don't forget to use that $8 off coupon code. So let's go ahead and zoom out a little bit, and we'll talk about some of the talking points here of this awesome flashlight. All right, guys, we're zoomed out here. That way we can take a look at this flashlight and get a better reference on size. So you can see it here in my hand, just a perfect size for EDC. Again, from top to bottom here, you're looking at 5.4 inches, which is a really nice EDC size. In fact, let me bring in a full-size mag light. That way you can see the size difference. Look at that giant flashlight here. So most of you guys are familiar with these full-size mag lights, run off of D-cell batteries. Awesome flashlights, but look at the size comparison here. The crazy thing is these both have the same lumen output of around 600 lumens. So pretty impressive to see the change in technology here with LED emitters going from something this size all the way down to this size with the same basic lumen output. So that's just something that I wanted to show you guys there. The packaging here just comes in a simple, cardboard box. Does have all the information on there, and then inside, of course, you do get a manual, which we'll quickly get that out. Just nothing fancy, just a little paper manual. Tells you how to operate the flashlight, pretty basic. And then also, this one here being the USB model does come with an included USB charger, and we'll look at that in a little more detail here in a minute. But what I want to do next is I want to go actually cut over to a video of the flashlight in operation, first inside my shop here, and then second outdoors. And then we'll wrap up here the video review with some highlights, positives, and negatives. So I'll be right back. All right, guys, we're back here. Hopefully you enjoyed that video of the flashlight in operation. Pretty impressive light output, to say the least. So I quickly want to talk about a few highlights of this flashlight. So they are available, of course, in black, what you see here, and also coyote brown. So you should be seeing a picture of one of those pop up right now. In case you're interested in the brown one, I do have those available too on my website if you're interested. Another cool thing about this flashlight, being polymer, they're able to do a really nice stipple job, almost like a handgun stipple. If any of you guys have like polymer handguns, just a very grippy material when they do that stipple pattern. You can see it on there now, but not too aggressive, of course. So it's a comfortable hold, but it's not going to slip out of your hand. They did a really good job on that. Another cool thing I like about this is their dual clip here. So you can wear this bezel down or bezel up. So that clip works either way, which is really, really smart design there. I mentioned earlier this particular model is a USB rechargeable model, so it does come with an 18650 battery, which let me unscrew the bezel here and let you guys take a look at that. So there's that battery right there. You'll notice here at the top, there's a little section for a micro USB right there. So you plug that in and you can charge this battery without no separate battery charger, which is really nice. So it's well thought out, and again, this particular model here for that $55 before coupon code does come with this 18650 battery included. So pretty cool. You'll see inside here that it tells you the orientation, so the positive section toward the front of the flashlight, just like that. And you can, of course, run the CR123 batteries as well if you wanted to. Real quickly, I'll show you that it does have a very robust O-ring right here to prevent water from getting into the electronics. And also you can remove this clip if you wanted to by just sliding it off if you wanted to do that. So let me go ahead and get the bezel back on there. The operation of this flashlight is really smart and innovative. So it's really simple. So on its default setting, it's going to be high mode on your first click. Second click will be strobe, and your third click will be low mode. So to do that, all you need to do is either click it on, there's your full 600 lumen, or you can do like a momentary by just kind of depressing it. So right there, there's your 600 lumens. Now if you double tap, so 1, 2, now you're in strobe. And again, you can keep holding it like this, or you can click it on, and now the strobe is locked in. And then the last one, 3 clicks, is your low. So 1, 2, 3, there's your low mode, 35 lumens. So I really like how that works. It's really simple. It takes a little bit of practice to kind of get used to it, but once you get it down, it's very intuitive. So well thought out design on how that button operates. And the button is also reprogrammable, which is also a huge benefit in my opinion. So like I mentioned, you can have it on default, which is high on the first click, second click strobe, and third click is low. But you can program this to just have only a high mode, which would make sense on, say, like a weapons mounted light. Or you can program it where it's more like an EDC roll, where your first click is low, second click is medium, and last click is high. That way you maximize your battery life. So very smart design on that, and they call that their 10-tap reprogrammable button. So very well thought out. Speaking of the outputs, so on high, you're looking at 600 lumens for 3.5 hours of runtime. Medium, you're looking at 260 lumens at 5 hours and 45 minutes. And then on low, you got 35 lumens at 36 hours. So all of those outputs are pretty impressive in my opinion. Now, the button back here is protected. You can see it has those 3 kind of wings, and that's also smart. So that just prevents the button from being pushed accidentally. So you do kind of have to get your thumb in there or finger or whatever you're going to use, turn it on through, in between those wings. But I like that. So that was well thought out. Now, let's go ahead and close out this video review on this really cool flashlight. So what are my positives on this particular flashlight? So I really like the excellent lumen output and the runtime too on this particular flashlight. So 600 lumens on high for 3.5 hours. I think that's very impressive out of a small compact flashlight. I love that it's rechargeable. So this particular model having that included 18650, that is a huge positive. You can just recharge this thing. You don't have to worry about buying batteries constantly, and that's a huge bonus in my opinion. It's also well built. The fit and finish is nice. It's durable. This nylon is going to be probably more durable than aluminum, to be honest with you. You could probably drop this off a 10-story building, it'd probably survive. Any of you guys that are familiar with, like a Glock or something like that has a polymer frame, these polymers nowadays are extremely durable. They take impact better than aluminum because they're not going to deform. But very well built and durable product. I really like having that 10-tap interface, the reprogrammable button, to let you program this light to however you want it. I think that's also a huge bonus. Now the negatives, there's not a lot of them, but I'll mention on this particular model, which is the USB rechargeable, it is nice having that ability to recharge this unit, but it does take a little bit of time. You're looking at around 5 hours to recharge it back to full capacity. So it is a little slow, and I'll mention that as a negative. Not a huge thing, just plug it in overnight and it'll recharge itself, but I will mention that. Another thing I'll mention, not a huge negative, but if you want to use a flashlight in a self-defense role, say like for striking, this being polymer construction, the entire model, it's not going to be as effective if it was aluminum or some other type of alloy. Aluminum is always going to hit harder than polymer. Not a huge negative because, again, this is kind of like a last-ditch weapon. You're not really using flashlights to, as a self-defense weapon, but it is better to have aluminum if you wanted to strike someone with it. And then the last thing I'll mention, having these wings, the only thing it doesn't allow is it doesn't stand very well, which is kind of a negative. I really wish it would stand on its end. You can get it if you just get lucky, but having that button just sit slightly proud of those wings, the light's not going to stand up on end very well. So that's a negative because, like say you're out camping or something or whatever task you're going to do, you might want to set the flashlight down facing up and you're not able to do it on this model. So a little bit of slight negative, but really that's about it. Everything else about this light is simply fantastic. It's like I mentioned earlier at the beginning of the video, it's my favorite EDC flashlight at the moment. It's just well thought out, well built, and the price is unbeatable. Under $50 after the coupon code, it's just an incredible deal. So if you're in the market for one, head over to my website, Heart of Texas Armory. You can pick them up there. But if you have any questions or comments on this light, leave them down below, and I'll do my best to answer them. Y'all guys take care. I'll catch you on the next one.